is Saturday, about 1 p.m. and today I hit my breaking point. I spent the morning just going about my normal routine, and normal being just kind of sad, and looking down the barrel of another weekend of not leaving my house. You know, my husband goes and plays golf and stuff like that, and he goes and he takes the dog out, and like my lack of energy has really influenced, make sure that the air conditioner's not killing you guys, has really influenced a lot. Like okay, here's the thing. My brain bounces between all these different boundaries all the time, between pregnancy, between the virus and you know, wanting to exercise an abundance of caution, and just how stinking hot it is outside. And kind of constantly weighing all of those things against one another, probably the virus being the biggest one, you know, that with pregnancy. And for that reason, I have basically like played it so safe that I just don't leave my house. And today I just found myself by about 10:30 in the morning thinking about the next 10 weeks looking like this, and I just started sobbing, you know. And it's not the first time I started sobbing during pregnancy, okay? It's not unusual, but I hit the wall. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I get it now. I don't get it from the standpoint of like people rabble-rousing and being like, you're violating my human rights by making me wear a mask. Girl, I'm still wearing a mask. I'm still exercising an abundance of caution, but I have to do some things that make me feel normal, or I'm going to like just short of die. You know what I mean? Like so depressed I might as well be dead. And then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like I am pregnant, but I'm also intelligent. And I know how to exercise boundaries. And if you think about all of I was just talking to Mike this morning, I was like, how many standard deviations are there between my behavior in any situation that I might put myself in, and all of the different like measures that I would take to be cautious, and all the people who are out there being jackasses, going to pool parties with hundreds of people in the middle of a pandemic. Like there is a pretty large difference there, no freaking matter what. So I'm gonna go poke my head in today and see if I can get my nails done. That's my big project today. I got a smoothie. It's gonna make me burp. Last night was rough. I had to, you know, try and choke some dinner down, even though I had horrible heartburn. Horrible heartburn. Made me cry last night too. My new measure that I'm taking for that is my Lanta, because that was the only thing Target had in the form of like a liquid or whatever for an antacid. Oh yeah, oh okay. It's also a very effective laxative, so I had a really rough morning. So yeah, I just felt like I was just this symptom monster. And like Mike walked in and he goes, how are you doing? Bless his heart. He doesn't know how to help me because I don't know how to help me. And I was just sitting there, no makeup on, in my robe, just being generally pathetic. And I said, my entire body feels like it feels like the inside of my body is a scab. And he goes, that's awful. And I'm like, dude, I just feel like a husk. Like I feel like there's no, I don't exist. Like that's how depressed this whole situation has made me. But also that, and the fact that like my sinuses are just raw, especially on this side. Like I wake up and my nose is like scab shut every single morning. I know this is a lot, but this is pregnancy, and it's pregnancy during a freaking pandemic. And I just wanted to try and articulate to the best of my ability that I, to the extent of a responsible human being who is going to wear a mask no matter what, and who is going to try and social distance no matter what, past that point, your girl has hit her breaking point, and I have to go do normal things. I have to go look at shoes. I have to go be in the world, get dressed, I can't do this for another 10 weeks, you know? So that's what we're doing today, which will probably, hopefully, make for a more interesting vlog, hopefully. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so bright in here. Oh my gosh, you guys. So it is now just after 3 p.m. and I just got done at the nail salon, and the range of emotions that I have experienced today It's nothing short of ridiculous. Bucking up, putting on some makeup, going to my normal nail salon, getting a manicure and a pedicure. That scrub on your legs when you get a pedicure, man, that is my favorite part of a pedicure. Like, someone could rob me blind. I am out, I'm down, like not asleep, but like I'm not useful. I'm not, you know, going to respond to anything. And I mean, it's just, oh God, having gone 5 months without it and then going in there and getting a pedicure, and they had these like, you know, acrylic screens in between me and my manicurist. He was wearing a mask, he washed his hands constantly, and then they had us all like very social distance, like 2 chairs between each person, so only like 3 people on each wall getting pedicures, and I wore my mask the entire time and washed my hands after all of it and everything. Went to the bathroom, washed my hands, and I just can't tell you what a huge difference it made to just feel one modicum of normalcy in my life. And not only that, but one of you messaged me who watched my vlog yesterday and heard me just being so frustrated with the fact that my prescription, that's supposed to be a game changer. I'm actually not sure whether it's going to be a game changer, but I want to try it anyway. It's called Dexilant, and my dermatologist recommended it based on like personal experience through her 2 pregnancies. My doctor told me, I'll write you the prescription for it, but a lot of times it's not covered. Well, when it's not covered, it's almost $400, and like, what if it doesn't work? And I mean, even if it does work, $400, that's ridiculous. And so one of you DM'd me on Instagram and said, hey, there's a discount card. There's a program that you can register for, and it'll let you get Dexilant for 20 bucks. And I was like, oh my God, you are an angel. And so that is where I'm headed next. I'm going over to Walgreens to see if they will honor it. Cross your fingers for me, guys. It's a big day. So I just sanitized my hands. I had to stop at Starbucks because it says it's 96 degrees outside, but it feels like 96,000 degrees. And I love a hibiscus, you know, whatever these are, refreshers. And I love eating the little blackberries out of it afterwards, but this is great. So I said Kackie, like Jackie, but with a K. Well, I mean, she wasn't wrong. It's like Jakey. She just put the K somewhere else. It just reminds me of that meme where it says, I told them Mark, but with a C, and they wrote Kark. Like that's basically what just happened. Okay, so that was disappointing. Apparently it's more than just the discount card. I still need a prior authorization from my doctor. My doctor told me that a prior authorization required me to fail a bunch of drugs, which seems a little bit weird since there aren't any more drugs for this, because I asked and they just referred me to a bunch of over-the-counter stuff. But the pharmacist said that a prior authorization doesn't require that, but that my doctor just needs to get on the phone with the insurance company and answer a few questions, clarify why I need to take it, how long I'll be taking it, a couple more things, and just basically give her okay so that I can get the freaking prescription. So, yeah, I wrote a somewhat stern message, I guess, to my doctor. I was like, the only reason I'm pushing this is because my quality of life is being so compromised by severe heartburn right now, and nothing works, nothing works, nothing works, nothing works, and I'm like not eating, basically. Not eating normally, you know. I like, Mike asked me what I wanted for dinner. I was like, I don't want dinner. I can't do dinner. Dinner ruins my life, you know, it makes it so I can't sleep. It doesn't matter what I eat. It's like by the time it's the end of the day, nothing is good. Nothing, you know, doesn't make me feel awful. So yeah, fingers crossed that I probably won't hear back from them until Monday, because my doctor like won't be in over the weekend. But yeah, that's the status of that. I still want to thank the person who sent me the discount card, because that's really, really nice of you. But yeah, no go on the drug just yet. Hey dudes, figured I would say hello again today, just because I watched the last vlog and I was like, okay, I filmed like a clip from one day and then I just hopped to the next day, so I figured I would at least like show you one in the evening. Hello, hi. For all of the ambition that I had and everything, and how happy I was, honestly, to, you know, go out and like feel human for a little while. It still doesn't change the fact that pregnancy is super, super debilitating. I'm just like really exhausted. I just took a shower. I can officially no longer see my own hoo-ha. So TMI, maybe? I don't know, but I can't see that anymore. And trying to shave my legs is hilarious because I have to sit on the floor in the shower. Yes, I have been deeply considering getting some kind of like stool or bench for in there, but there's like a part of me that's like, Kackie, it's just not that much longer, you know? So, I don't know. Anyway, shave my legs, and then when I have to stand up, it's like, it's touch and go for a second, you know? And then I get all the way stood up and I feel my leg, and there's still, there's still stubble, and I'm just, it's basically like long distance shaving. I'm just like, But yeah, I mean, all things considered, doing okay right now, except that I just got smacked with, oh, such a headache. Oh, it's living right here. Just the sinus pressure. Oh my God. It's behind my eyes, it's behind my teeth, it's in my nose. Oh, so I just used some nasal spray and I took some Tylenol. Usually the headaches have like not been the worst part, you know, gastrointestinal stuff, digestive stuff, heartburn, that's so much more debilitating. Like a headache I can treat. This one is special. It probably won't last that long. The Tylenol usually works, but yeah, it's just kind of a sign that I overdid it, I feel like. But we were going to go spend the day at a place called Lost Pines here in Austin. It's like right outside of town. It's like a Hyatt resort. We were gonna go there for the day tomorrow, but they don't do day passes on weekends. I don't really want to stay the night just because why? It's like 15 minutes down the road, like why? But we kind of are thinking about like scheduling a baby moon to go there and like, you know, do that like maybe in September or something. But also, I mean, you know, Mike can play golf, he can bring the dog, and he can hike, there's a lot of trails, and then I can just float the lazy river. Nobody bothered me. And there's like, you know, supposedly like not that many people there, but they honor the day passes during the week, and that sounds even more appealing because there'll be even fewer people there. So yeah, we just have to kind of figure out when we want to do that. Mike is definitely growing extremely restless as far as just like needing to get out of town, so I feel like we're both in need of that. Tomorrow, I think that I'm actually going to film. I think that keeping busy is going, and getting ahead is going to keep me a little bit more sane. Yes, the bursts of energy have been few and far between, but today I pushed through such a nasty physical and emotional feeling and managed to make the day work that I think I can continue. I can do it again tomorrow. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Cross your fingers for me. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. He knows exactly what I'm saying to him. Fine. Have it your way, Panda. Hello, fam. Happy Sunday. This is always the worst lighting situation. I don't know why I continue to shoot in my car, in my garage, but that's what we're doing, and I think it's just because I'm so backlit. So, yes, it is Sunday at 10:41. I just got done filming the beginning of a wear test for the new EXA foundation. So that is what I'm gonna go do right now, is like live my life for 8 hours. I'm gonna wear a mask, things like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get a smoothie because I haven't had breakfast yet, and it's kind of like I talked about this in my last video, I always kind of like wait until I get hungry before I eat so that I don't like start the heartburn journey any earlier in the day than I really need to. So I'm gonna go get myself a massive smoothie, and I don't even really know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of like, you know, put my mask on and go explore a little bit. Maybe go look at baby clothes or decor or something like that for the baby's room. We are officially 30 weeks, so we've got 10 weeks to go. Definitely starting to feel the crunch. And speaking of babies, my very, very, very good friend Clover finally just went into labor. Yesterday was her due date, and she got some kind of like horrible membrane scrape on Friday because she's been dilated for like a week and a half, like beginning to dilate. Like a bunch of my friends have gone into labor early and their labor was really short and everything, and she's just like been walking around having a baby for like 2 weeks, and I feel really bad for her. And so she just texted me and she's like, I went into labor at midnight, we went to the hospital at 2 a.m. I got an epidural after 8 hours, which would have been 40 minutes ago, and no baby yet, but little man is on his way. I am so excited to see the pictures and everything, and she's really the last one of my friends who's having a baby before me, and so this is like a crazy punctuation. My friend Cassie had her baby back in June, which seems like an eternity ago at this point. Her baby's like over, you know, 2 months old. Yeah, and so like that to me was like a big milestone, but this is huge. So I'm just so freaking excited, and it does also make my whole situation just seem so much more like real and imminent and everything. So my mother is like texting me every day and being like, how's Clover? I'm like, she's still pregnant. So yeah, super cool, very good things. And yeah, I'm just gonna go get about my day. Hey dudes. I'm back at home. It's 1:11 in the PM, and I am so tired. I got out and I got a smoothie and I went to a couple of stores. I just went to Nordstrom Rack. I mainly went there just to use the bathroom. And I walked around and talked to my mom on the phone for a couple of hours, and in the middle of that I came home, and I've been home for probably a little over an hour at this point. But it's just crazy how little I really have to do to not just feel like toast, but also to like not feel awesome at all. Like the inside of me feels like molten lava right now. I think it's because of this freaking this is nasty, and it's good to solve the problem, but it just absolutely liquefies my insides. It's really gross. There's just tons of magnesium in this. Like, it's crazy to think that I had the opposite issue in the beginning of pregnancy. This would have this probably would have changed the game. So anyway, you can tell I can't really catch my breath right now. And it's because my belly is like really tight. Oh my God. I'm not like feeling any kind of contractions or anything, don't worry. But I just, I feel like there's no room for me to exist in my body right now. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make sense. But when you start having Braxton Hicks or anything, apparently it's a sign that you have overexerted yourself and that you also need to hydrate. So I'm gonna get a glass of ice water. And I just feel like, I feel pathetic. Mike is taking the dog somewhere. I don't know where. But honestly, I'm happy that he did, because it's easier for me psychologically to sit around on my butt and not do anything when there's no one else like running around me being productive. Sorry, there was a gnat. So the bra is off. The bra came off pretty quickly. As soon as I got home and washed my hands, I was like, bra off. Yeah, my belly feels really tight. And I think what I'm going to do is just like wrap back up in a robe, put my heating pad on, and just watch something. Maybe doze off a little bit. I'm going to try and preserve the integrity of this wear test by not like smashing my face into a pillow or something. But yeah, I need to rest. It is just so crazy. But there's a huge difference between resting all day and resting because you got out and did anything at all. Just the fact that I filmed a video this morning that is still in progress, and that I actually got out and like, you know, was in the world for a second, somehow night and day difference. So anyway, did somebody say nap? Her monster's like, did you say you were gonna like lie down with a heating pad? Cause I'm ready. Always ready for a nap. You're the greatest in the whole world. Do you know that? You are the world's greatest cat. My best hair moment yet? Yes or yes? So, hey guys, it's, what day? It's Monday. And I'm about to go get smoothies for me and Mike for lunch. I just threw something on. I don't have any jewelry on or anything. I haven't even brushed my teeth today, but that's okay because I'll be wearing a mask. This morning brought some good news in a lot of different respects. I am, first of all, feeling pretty good, other than having, you know, just persistent heartburn 24 hours a day. But the doctor called and they're putting through my prior authorization, so I'm gonna get that drug. I'm really excited about it because I'm hoping that it is the godsend that I hear that it is, the Dexilant. The next thing is my mom told me that they filled her position, at least temporarily, that she had to leave at the school so she doesn't feel so bad about like abandoning her team, which is fantastic. You know, she's one of those people who like it weighs really heavily on her to just kind of like disappoint people. And I personally, I did not inherit that trait, but yeah, it just gave her a lot of peace of mind, knowing that not just that, you know, they weren't being left high and dry, but that she gave someone else an opportunity to do something they really wanted to do. So that's really cool. Also, my friend Clover had her baby. He's beautiful. He's 8 pounds. She had a really long labor, really rough, really painful, but it's done with, and he is gorgeous and perfect and plump. I sent my mom a picture. She goes, oh, that one's fully done. That one was fully cooked. I was like, yeah, I weighed 8 pounds when I was born too. So I was also fully cooked. Oh, hello, husband. Hi, husband. What's up?
I had to get my car out there.
Oh, I thought he needed my attention for something. And then finally, we just did a refinance or whatever. We just got this, like, who knows how this stuff works, but we got like an escrow refund in the mail that's gonna pay our mortgage for the next couple of months. And I'm just like, I mean, it's money we paid anyway, you know what I mean? So it's not like free money, but it's just an amazing relief. Like, we're not gonna owe rent until after the baby's born. Rent, you know, mortgage. But yeah, just all the tax stuff is finally shaking out and everything, and just the amount of relief and all these things that have been just kind of like living in the ether of like Anxiousville that are finally just leveling out. I'm feeling that new moon in Leo happening tomorrow. It's just all, it all feels good. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a smoothie, and I just took some heartburn medication. Wow, what? I don't even go outside. What is that? I spend no time outside. Why am I like sunburned? Okay, anyway, off to the smoothie place. Hey, oddly, this is the last thing you guys saw me wearing, and I've changed clothes twice in between and then put this back on. I put this on to go walk to the mailbox, and the mailman, even though it's like working on 6 p.m. right now, the mailman is still out there just having barely gotten started. I like don't know if what I'm experiencing lately, because this has been happening a lot lately, is a product of what's happening with the USPS right now and how they're kind of like cutting their funding and stuff. It's kind of crazy that you notice stuff right there in front of you when that stuff happens, like so immediately. I'm so used to being able to go and grab my mail at 5 p.m. and like, it's like, no, they're all running late. They seem really short-handed. Oh my god, you guys. So I did manage to get a video filmed and edited, and I think I'm actually gonna upload it tomorrow, even though I never upload like 2 days in a row. But it's kind of time sensitive because it's my picks for the Sephora sale. All of that is in like sarcastic air quotes, just because I don't think of this as being necessarily like a huge opportunity, this sale. I think it is meant to incentivize people to come back in store, and that's it. Regardless, I asked on my Instagram if everybody kind of wanted one, and I'm like, I think that, you know, more than anything, we all just kind of want a chance to watch a video and hang out, so I did that. So anyway, kind of a frustrating afternoon. I did manage to like keep my energy levels up today, like in a way that I got like a normal work day done, and I got a normal work day done yesterday, and it's like, it feels really good. I'm not sure if I'm mentally just better able to push through the symptoms, or if the symptoms have actually gotten a little bit better. I'm not totally sure, but I've just been like more myself today, and I don't know, I feel that new moon in Leo shift, you know? But yeah, this is a frustrating afternoon. I basically got on a client call having been given entirely the wrong assets. and being completely unprepared. And, you know, in those situations, the unprofessional thing to do would be to blame it on someone and throw your team under the bus, which I was not going to do because they're all very, you know, good people. They just had too many moving parts. And yeah, I just kind of got roasted. Yeah, I'm, you know, I have about 6 weeks left in my contract proper. You know, I'm a contract worker, but because of my maternity and everything, I'm just kind of, I told them I'd be done at the end of September. So, you know, it is what it is. I am very grateful for the gig. It is kind of funny that this job, I never thought that I would have been here this long. And I'm actually really grateful that they've been so flexible. That's the reason I never thought that I would have been there that long, is because like most places wouldn't let you just like go to contract and then, you know, like be, you know, pretty flexible with your hours and stuff. Like they've been so accommodating. And so it's like, I'm so grateful for that. A lot of other good stuff happened today. I mean, I just like any day where I sit down and film and I feel completely like at ease and present and in a good mood. Like, it's not something that I would necessarily have thought was a special thing before I was pregnant. I definitely took it for granted, and it made me so much more aware of it when my energy reserves were just non-existent. The way I described it to my family or to my friends was, they'd be like, well, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm not in like a bad mood. It's just that, you know how like there's that time of the day, like 3:30 in the afternoon, usually at work, where you run out of actual energy and then you have to rally to get through the rest of the day. And everybody's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, imagine you wake up in the morning and all you got is rally. That's all. Like, you have to muscle through every hour of your day just to get like the bare minimum done. That's how it felt for so long. And again, I hit some kind of turning point. I don't know whether I just got fed up and like hit some kind of new like second wind or like level of reserves, because that is one thing about me. I get renewed energy from being like done, like frustrated done, even when I'm like running, and I get pissed off because like my knee hurts or because it's too hot or something like that. I can like angry run for a while. It's almost like I can just like summon this long-term sustained energy just from adrenaline. So I don't know how long this is gonna last, because I'm obviously not running on adrenaline. It's longer term than that. But I mean, I think that, you know, the motivation to begin putting myself together in a physical way is kind of, you know, gradually building on itself, and giving me more motivation to, you know, feel a little bit more like myself. I feel like I have a little bit more in the tank than just rally. Oh, well, isn't that charming? Okay, so, wow. I decided that it's time for a bath, but two things. One, I watered this plant and I apparently overwatered it and got mud everywhere, so I'm gonna clean that up. But also, this is what it's like living with an athlete. He goes for a run and he strips his shorts off and throws them in the bathtub. That's just so charming. Yes, and well, would you like some water? Is that what you would like? Very good. Very good. I do not ask for much, Mom. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys can even see. Can y'all see that? Little, that's my bump. But I mean, like, my back is right there. It's like if I'm standing up just completely straight, I don't know. Mike says I haven't really gotten much bigger. And I think it's because I'm not really eating as much because I have so much heartburn. So, you know, the baby's gonna put on weight, but I'm not sure how much, like, more than that I'm really gonna put back on, so, yeah. Yep, gonna run this bath. Is that good? Take it easy, bud. Going in for round 2, or do you want down? You want down. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday, and I am having one of those rally kind of mornings where I kind of like finish my coffee and I feel all of my hormones try and slip into despair, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So I am about to go, you know, get a little bit of work done, but I wanted to show you guys a couple things that I got in the mail yesterday because it was a big mail day. One of the first things, my friend Katie bought us a whole bunch of stuff, but it all got mailed in piecemeal. And so this, I think, is the last of it. Little little teether, very Texas. And then this is these little overalls, which I can't. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It is so, 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 so cute. So the next thing, my yarn finally came from, well, I mean, I say finally, it didn't take that long, but my mom basically found a couple of her previous suppliers from her yarn store, got me the yarn that I need and the needles that I need from 2 different places in North Carolina. I'm gonna start on my knitting project today, I think. I also got the new Rowan mascara. I bought this. I'm not like on their PR list or anything, but it's the Cake mascara. I don't know. Rowan's such a small line and I love everything that they do. I figured I'd give this a shot. And then Thrive sent me a package and I thought it was going to be the new Brilliant Eye Brighteners, but I think we're a little behind because it's just, and not that I'm not grateful, but I already have them, the new primers. And the reason that I already have them is because I did some videos for like an ad spot for them with them. And so then I'm also additionally on their PR list, which is probably a different team that kind of like doesn't know that I already have them kind of thing. So maybe we'll do, I don't know, like a package of like a giveaway or something like that. Oh, but I am about to, I'm out of breath now because of course I am. I'm about to pour myself a bowl of cereal and eat myself some breakfast and hang out with the cat, who will no doubt try and actually climb in my mouth because there will be milk in my cereal. So that is our morning routine. Hello guys, it is 3:26 p.m. and I'm still in my room because it's one of those days. I just drank milk out of the gallon. Yeah, it's one of those days, hey sweetheart, where I'm just kind of paying for it, you know? I was real productive on Sunday, I was real productive on Monday, and I've been trying to take it easy today, but no. My job, my client work is just not going to allow that to happen today. All of the issues that emerged yesterday afternoon have now mushroom clouded, if you will, and I spent a lot of this morning seeking to be understood in a way that I don't think that I was. So anyway, I'm going to now teach myself how to knit continental. This is a giant ball. Yes. He would prefer that all my attention is on him. Hello, sweetheart. And of course, as soon as I pull this yarn out, he's gonna be all over it. But yeah, I talked to my mom on the phone this morning and we talked about, she tried to describe, it's like describing a spiral staircase to a blind person, you know? It's like my mom's sitting there trying to describe to me like how this whole pattern is going to work with the knitting and teaching myself continental knitting and all this stuff. And I was just like, I'm just gonna need to watch some YouTube videos, Mom. Which she did recommend, but hopefully it will calm my mind a little bit because I'm just having kind of a rough day. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal. But we did just book an Airbnb. Yeah, we don't walk on a computer. What, like, since when? Starts walking on the keyboard. No. Yeah, we're taking a road trip and we have booked an Airbnb. It's gonna be like a week and we're going to be in a nice remote area where the weather is at like 20 degrees cooler, and I honestly don't care if we accomplish anything, if we hike, if we do, like, as long as I just have some cooler weather and can just go exist. And of course we'll bring the dog and everything. We got somebody to come, you know, visit with the cats and stuff while we're gone. To me, I don't know, it kind of goes with the theme of this entire vlog, which I think is going to be really long at this point, but whatever. It's just basically like, look, if we want everything to be perfect and ideal, we would have quit a long time ago in 2020 because it's just not set up like that. We're gonna have to try and do the best we can and find the good in the situation where we can. And for me, living in Austin, Texas, everything is so far away. Don't move here. Driving anywhere good. You gotta get out of Texas first. No offense to the rest of Texas. I just mean good in terms of like the temperature. Like the temperature is not gonna change until you get into a different state. And so yeah, we're taking a good long car ride because that is what you have to do. That's gonna be kind of, I think, the week before Labor Day basically. And I will definitely be bringing my vlog camera because I would love to show you guys a new set of scenery. My eyes deserve it, your eyes deserve it. So yeah, we all hit our breaking point, I think. And Mike he was like, I'm booking a trip, because poor guy. I mean, he's been living in the shadow of our canceled European vacation back in April, like ever since. So this guy, he's just slow blinking at me. Can I help you? You're the greatest cat in the world. Hello. You're so beautiful. I don't know, you just kind of like feel yourself being stared at after a while. Anyway, I won't bore you with my autodidactic yarn lesson over here. I'll just update you guys when I have mastered the art of continental knitting. Really covering a lot of ground in this vlog. I would just quickly like to point out that there were knitting needles here, but someone has absorbed them. Thanks a lot. Hey guys, so I did not expect to have this much content for this vlog. I anticipate it's actually going to be really long, so let me know if you guys are into that or if you prefer the kind of like shorter format and I can break them up a little bit better. Yeah, I just wanted to close this out and give you guys like a couple of final updates. One, the prior authorization for that drug got denied because they wanted me to fail a couple of other prescription ones, but like the last time that I wrote them for that, I was like, well, okay, I would love to, you know, what do you recommend? And the nurse just kind of phoned it in and like wrote me back like this list of over-the-counter medications, which just totally pissed me off. And so this time she was like, well, we could like, you know, try some, you know, some other prescriptions besides the one you're asking for. And I was like, yeah, I would love that. That's what I asked you to do to begin with. I'm like, I don't have my heart set on this particular drug. I just want something that works because I'm dying. And so I got another one called in yesterday, went into the pharmacy, and the pharmacist he was just so empathetic. It's like, even though I was wearing a mask, he could like see the desperation in my eyes. And he also could see I'm very clearly pregnant. And he's like, is this a new drug for you? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, okay, this is just Prilosec. He says, you only have to take it once a day and take it 30 minutes before breakfast in the morning. It should keep the acid at bay all day. And it's really, really light on side effects. So, you know, I really hope it gives you some relief. Like, it was like he could just tell I was suffering, and has probably, you know, had someone in his life suffer with pregnancy heartburn. And it was just very like unexpected and very nice of him to just kind of wish me well with this drug. And I took one last night as soon as I got home, and then I took one this morning, and so far so good. I'm feeling a lot better today. Yesterday just made me want to throw it in, because like even you can't even like nap really. You'd have to like recline in a very specific position or something in order to not have the acid, you know, coming back in your throat. And so like napping isn't even really a relief. There's just like no escape from it. And so yeah, I'm just very very grateful at the idea that this might be a solution, especially since it's only 1 pill a day. The one that they gave me before was 4 pills a day, and every single one of them made me catatonic. So yeah, week 31, and we're finally maybe on a solution, but relieved there. And then I wanted to show you guys my progress on my knitting. So my mother, being a Virgo, is all like, oh, let me show you how to fix your problems, because I think I dropped a stitch over here. It's not great. This one looks okay. And mainly it's just, I mean, I'm making a baby blanket, but like, as long as it holds together. I'm not a perfectionist. And my mom is just like, well, you know, like, let's get on video chat and I'll show you how to fix it. And I'm like, Mom, this is not the last mistake. Like, let's just let me make some more mistakes, and then you can Virgo my Ariesness when you get here. So yep, those are the culminating thoughts for this vlog. I will save the rest of everything that I have in my brain for a future vlog. So thank you guys for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.